eSports Arena Las Vegas lights up the racetracks for Saturday Night Speedway.
Everybody's got all smiles at Mario Kart.
Rev up your karts and buckle in for tons of family fun.
I'm loving Mario Kart.
All of us are loving it at all ages.
Speed down the track.
And we are already off to a great start. Looks like everybody is just going crazy. We have bananas, we have shells. It is anybody's match here right now.
Drive through water.
Nobody likes water levels at all. If you've ever played a Nintendo game, water levels are just the worst.
Glide through the air. And race your way to the top. Do you think you can drive?
Link actually ends up taking the first place in that one.
Register for our next race at esportsarenavegas.com. And we'll see you at the next Saturday Night Speedway.
It's inside the iconic Luxor Hotel and Casino that eSports Arena found its new home on the glorious Las Vegas Strip. Players from all around, kids and parents, have geared up for what is to be an exciting night of racing, laughter, and fun. It's Saturday Night Speedway. Welcome to all of our racers and racing fans here at the eSports Arena Las Vegas, and to those watching us on Twitch, this is Saturday Night Speedway. As always, I am your host, Lauren, aka Glitter Explosion, and with me at the desk we have our wonderful casters, Troy and Jake.
I was scared for that one. I was
we were pretty much scared. We thought there was going to be some new names going on here. No. Hey, I have a new name. If you take a look right now, I actually have a beautiful name down there. It's a beautiful thing right now. My new name is Jason Burns. I'm loving it right now.
That was me being psychic yesterday. I knew your name was going to be Jason today. That's why I threw it out there as one of the options.
I'm so happy for it. I have a new name. I'm much more popular now.
Yeah, in case nobody was here for yesterday's Friday Night Frags, we got called a different name every single time she introduced us. Tom and Jerry was the best one I've ever heard.
It was perfect.
I thought it'd be a fun game.
It's not going rolling into today, thankfully. So yes, it is Troy and Jake and Lauren. Right now.
Well, we are
today.
We're definitely here at the eSports Arena, but we want to give a special shout out to everything that's been going on. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight would not be possible without the support of our amazing community, both here in Las Vegas and you viewers at home. Jump into the conversations with us online using the hashtag ESALVSNS. Tweet out the stream, join the conversation. Of course, follow us on Twitter at ESA Las Vegas. And then obviously be sure, now that you are watching on twitch.tv/eSports Arena Vegas, hit that follow button, hit the subscribe if you want to donate to the Casters Hydration Fund. You know that's actually a thing. And join in on the fun, especially here for Saturday Night Speedway.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm excited. There's a lot of action going into this week. I think we have hit our max players so far that we've had in any other week. I think we hit 44, 45 this week. So I think that's the most we've ever had. So it's really cool to see that going into this week. Going to be a lot of good races. Have Awesome Michael here again from last week. Obviously won last week, and I don't think we've had a back-to-back champion just yet. So we'll see if he's able to continue that this week. See if Sir Nine's able to take his second week out. A lot of ones to watch, a lot of maps to go through. I'm excited.
I'm a Sir Nine fan. I'm just gonna say it. I am a Sir Nine fan. I think it's the meditation that he got when he finally won. He just put his head back and he was super relaxing about it. Like I'm a Sir Nine fan. I would give it to Guinness guy. I mean, that dude knows how to drink and drive like a pro. But I've got to give it to Sir Nine, man. He is an absolute legend right now.
I mean, tonight is definitely gearing up to be one of our best nights yet. But before we do that, we have to see how last week went to know how this one's gonna go. So let's take a quick look at our recap.
So we do have the players ready for the final 10. Everyone's getting hyped. Everyone's getting ready.
In Blue Tail coming in, going to knock out that player in first place, but he has a huge lead. Not going to really make up a big difference.
Seeing Awesome Mike on the screen now, but you see how close this was, and you see him barely getting into that 6th place spot.
I do believe he's still just holding the lead in the overall.
And you're going to be seeing Sir Nine, and it looks like Awesome Michael are trying to compete for that 1st place spot. It looks like Awesome Michael was able to inch that one out.
Towards first, so Kyrat with that Yoshi, but he is actually going to get passed up by the me. So it looks like right here at the end, Awesome Michael going to close it out. Kyrat right behind him, 1st and 2nd place, take 1st and 2nd.
Awesome Michael, though, in another solid spot to get this 1st place again. And Awesome Michael just absolutely destroying the final 10, getting himself another 1st place.
Oh, I feel pretty good, man. It was really good. It was exciting, very close. I had a lot of fun.
All right, now those games were really exciting last week. As you might have missed some of them, you missed a couple good rounds there. But for anybody who is unfamiliar with the format here at eSports Arena Vegas for our tournament, guys, why don't you explain to everybody how this is going to go down?
Sure. So this is our Saturday Night Speedway overview. So we have the 3 kind of phases. We have the qualifier rounds, we have the wild card, and then we have the final 10. Racers will compete in 1 Grand Prix, which will be 6 races this week. The first and second place finishers from all of those qualifiers will advance to those final 10. And then the wild card heat is the last chance for them to qualify for the final 10 as well. Those top 2 racers will go into that final 10 spot. The top scoring racers will earn cash prizes, so it is a very cool format for these guys. And there's going to be a lot of racing today, so expect a lot of fun action.
And another thing that's going to be making Saturday Night Speedway so unique is the unique rule sets that we're going to be able to do. So we have 10 racers going to be in every qualifier. They are going to be versing against each other, so no team play is going to be here. It's going to be 1 versus all, winner takes all here, and all items are going to be completely available. But one of the things that we always talk about is the courses. They are going to be completely random. Players have no opportunity to choose the course that they're going to be on, and it is going to be 6 races, not 4, and smart steering and auto accelerate are completely off. So you are at the mercy of your complete controls. Every time you get a placement, you're going to get anywhere from 15 to 3 points depending on your placement. So ultimately, you want to hit at least 3rd place or more, but you want ultimate victory with every race that you get into, because that's going to secure your spot in the final 10 qualifiers.
Yeah, and with this format, obviously, if you even get a decent score moving forward, if you don't get in that final 2 spots in your qualifier, you still have a chance at the wild card. So no matter what, it's really solid to try and just get a constantly good score from there. So you'll see a lot of these players, trying to push for that top 3 spot, like you said. Pretty much if you can maintain a consistent spot throughout the top 4, you'll be fine going into the wild card.
I would love to be down there racing with them. I mean, I would take a day off of casting to go drink and drive with Gannis Guy.
I feel like you say this every
I'm gonna keep on saying it until
every event. Like, dude, go play.
I want to. I'm gonna be like, hey,
play,
production, can I take a day off? I just really want to go play and drink and drive with Gannis Guy.
He's challenged me too.
Really?
You've challenged me.
I have challenged
What?
you. I have challenged him.
Have you followed up?
No,
No.
I have no idea how to play.
No,
it.
and I still got to go against a couple of our production
Wow.
people, because we did like a little challenge, and it was us 3, and we raced. And I was in the lead the whole time, and then a blue shell, then a red shell, then a green shell. And I went into 3rd. I'm sad. I'm
not
looking
the
at
best
you, production.
racer.
We have a grudge match that we're going to be going against soon.
All right. Well, I know we kind of touched on it a little bit before, but who are your guys' players to watch for the night?
I actually have a new name that I'm looking forward to, and the name is Lizard Pool. We're going to get to that here very, very shortly. I have a little secret of what's going on. I know exactly who that is. Lizard Pool is the name that I'm going for today. It's a special guest that I know of, but it's a secret. It's a secret. So, shh.
Is it kind of like what Upward did? Like, do you know who it is?
No,
Is it
it's
Upward?
not. It's not Upward. Okay, it's not
Okay.
Upward. I'm going to say that right now, but it is a super special guest that I know of. So I'm going to say Lizard Pool for the win. How about you?
I have 3 ones to watch. So I have Glitchtastic coming in every week. He's been super consistent. I think he's like rated 3rd in the arena right now, obviously because he keeps getting such these high placements. We have Marshall coming back. I don't believe he was here last week, so he's going to be coming in to try and get his 1st place spot again. I think he's the #1 ranked player as of right now in the arena.
Yeah.
And then I have Zizix, of course, the hype man himself. I'm looking forward to just seeing Zizix just be on the screen pretty much. And that's my go-to for the top 3 that I think.
Yeah, Lauren, who do you
right.
think? Who do you think? Sorry.
I'm not going to go for a top 3. I had the pleasure of interviewing Michael last week after he took down the win, and now he's kind of my favorite.
And to know he's from California, of all things. Like you said, he comes down here every weekend from California, which is really cool.
It's insane.
It's the same thing. We have
Takes a bus.
who was the person from
Voof du
Utah?
jour.
Yeah, Voof du jour,
And he's
who's
here
here
today.
tonight.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a super amazing thing to see.
You know what? Who else I actually do enjoy, and I also got to talk to him after the races last week as well, is actually Guinness Guy. So I thought it would be fun if we played a game this week where we each predict how many Guinnesses he's going to get through for the night, and then whoever obviously is either dead on or closest gets pride points for the night.
How about that? I'll make it even better. How about this? Winner takes all. The losers have to buy the winner energy drinks for next week.
That's fair.
I think
I
it's
feel
fair.
like that's fair.
Yeah,
I
that's
think it's
fair.
completely fair. So we're going to have it.
Okay.
So you're going to make your prediction right now. How many do you think he's going to have?
See, I made a mistake last week, and had I known that this was the game going into it, I should have asked him how much he had last week, so I could have had like a starting.
Unbelievable.
I'm going to shoot high.
Okay.
I'm going to say 5.
Wow.
I was going to say 8, but I'm not.
that's
saying-
it?
that's
Oh,
not-
God.
that's not-
Are you
that's not
okay?
my real-
You're
that's
gonna
not my
tell
real guess.
you're gonna tell Guinness Guy you gotta drink 8 beers tonight.
Yeah, I'm
Just
gonna
do
walk
it right
down
now.
there during break and be like, you need 3 more.
I feel like
by
I
the
know
end
that
of
I'm
it.
high here, but
5?
I'm going to take the low road no, because that was the number I was going to say. So
really?
It was. You stole my number. So I'm going to take the lower road. I'm going to go with 4. I think he's going to sit somewhere around 4. Around 3 beers, he's definitely having a lot of fun. So I think 4 Guinnesses are what we're going to go. What do you think?
Well, now I either have to go over or under.
Was that the number you were going to
Yeah,
choose?
it was.
This is like Price is Right.
Now
okay.
I think 3's too little. I think Guinness Guy is way too much of an animal to
he's
only
gotta
have
go over.
3.
He's going to go over.
I'm going with 6. I feel like Guinness Guy is
Okay.
gonna,
No pressure though, Guinness Guy, to like
No
There's a lot of
help
pressure.
me win
You
and
drink
not
how
these
you
guys
want. Just please be
whatsoever.
safe.
But if you have 5, that sounds like a really good amount
6
to me.
is perfect.
4 is perfect.
If you have 5, you're feeling it, get a 6th one just in case.
Get a water at that point.
Please drink. Anybody that's going to be on stage, make sure you're drinking water tonight to keep up with Guinness Guy and his
Hydration?
amazing. Yes, and we have the hydration fund in Twitch chat as well. All the bits go to that. So yeah, we just had to throw that out there. We get water. That's a great thing for casters. We don't get Guinness. We get water. Beautiful thing.
You gotta protect your instrument.
Vocals.
We need all the
Exactly.
amazing vocals that we have here to be able to cast here on stage. It's just a wonderful.
Hey, and speaking of the stage, that was perfect.
I love
there
doing that
wasn't.
right now.
We actually have Jordan down on stage with some of our racers, so let's check in with.
Hi guys! So here I am. I'm so happy to be back for another Saturday Speedway, and I'm here with some of our players, just hanging out, making new friends as always. So hey, what's up? What is your gamer tag?
My name is Aaron Boy.
Aaron Boy.
Yeah.
Maybe after this you'll be Aaron Man when you win, right? Are you excited about the tournament? Have you ever been here before?
I've been here before, and of course,
Oh my gosh. So is this your first time in our tournament?
it's the first time in the tournament.
Okay, do you have a strategy going in, or are you one of those wing it guys?
I'm just gonna wing it.
Oh. I have faith in you. And then, over here, we have our contestant from last week who came in second. How are you feeling about today?
I'm feeling pretty good. I think I can get win.
I believe in you. So what about you? Do we have a strategy today? Do you know who you're going to pick, what items or what cart materials you're going to use and stuff?
Yeah, I'm going to use Blue Yoshi. Used him last week. He did really well for me, so I'm just going to go with him again.
You know, you got to stick with what works. Well, there you have it, guys. We're over here. We're getting hyped. I am hyped for everyone. So back to you guys. Thanks.
6 races, 10 racers per Grand Prix, cash money on the line. The stage is set here inside the Luxor Hotel and Casino at the eSports Arena Las Vegas. Let's meet our racers.
And there they go, walking right up the stairs, getting ready to get set for qualifier number 1. We have Aaron Boy, who's going to be in qualifier number 1. Jordan saying going to be turning into Aaron Man. That's a huge thing right now.
That actually made me laugh.
That's a wonderful thing.
That.
Jordan has a sense of humor, just like we casters. I think we're starting to rub off on some of the people that are. We have a Bowsette. There's the Bowsette on stage right now.
I love it.
I am in love with that right now. I wonder if we're going to see the onesies from IND0 and everybody today.
Look at the shell.
I am absolutely loving that Bowsette.
She's going to win.
You think she's going to win?
Just because of that outfit now.
What do you think, Troy?
I still don't understand the whole Bowsette thing, but I'm all for it. I mean, that's a cool cosplay. I think it's really cool. Obviously, we do have a lot of good competition in this first qualifier. You saw the likes of Jotaro and Marshall going to be in this one. So Jotaro, being a really solid racer, has pretty much always hit the final 10. I think he's rated number 8 going into this week.
Yep.
And then you have Marshall, of course, who's rated number 1. So looking forward to see if those guys can keep their ranks and to try and get in the final 2 this time. But there's some other good competition in there that I'm really looking forward to and see if someone's going to be able to take their spot.
I always love seeing some of our ranked players get knocked out of the competition. I know, but we always want to make sure everybody has their greatest time. But we always, it might be savage, but I just love to see new talent. I'm one of those people that thinks to myself, it's great when people are ranked, but where's the challenge in coming to that?
You root for the underdog.
I do root for the underdog because I am the underdog, especially in Fortnite. Mario Kart, I would swamp the floors out of everybody there.
Really?
100%.
That's a bold statement.
I will walk away first Saturday Night Speedway that I don't cast and I'm racing it, I will win.
That's
really?
like 9 level trash talk.
Oh, 100%.
That really is.
Well, now I need to see that.
Yeah.
You against her, not.
Yeah, so how about we go downstairs and then she casts for the night.
Perfect.
Cool. You good with that?
So they keep taking left turns, and there's one of the shells. I think it was a red one. So
you don't
colors.
know colors?
Colors.
Yeah, like
colors. There's only 3 of them. I mean,
blue, green, and red.
Yes, I would love to see a yellow shell. I think that'd be really cool. So when it will do the same
what
thing
would it do?
I think it would be like a blue shell, and when it hits the first place player, it creates an electronic force field for 5 seconds. and then anybody that runs into it immediately gets the lightning effect where they get smaller and have to drive through. That would be
Your
cool.
ideas scare me.
I'm sadistic in
Same
nature
Fortnite,
sometimes.
same at
But
Saturday
see,
Night
I feel
Speedway.
like though, I
Think of
feel like
things.
his ideas could be honed by the right person
True.
and turned into something good.
Yes, but he just starts with the very scary, broad idea.
Yes.
Yeah, well, at least
They just gotta
someday
whittle
we'll
it
be able
down
to
a
drive the
little
bus
bit.
in Fortnite.
See, I was thinking of like a stoplight, because you already have the red and green, and the yellow one, when people see yellow lights, they're like, well, I gotta speed up, or I either have to slow down and stop. Most of the time, people just speed
Most
up.
of the time?
So
Oh, I
I
was
feel
gonna
like
say.
the yellow,
When he
it
said
starts,
stop, I
it
thought
starts
that.
slow, but then it goes really fast.
Yeah, I like that idea.
That's what I thought.
Or
it was
what if
doing.
your yellow shell idea hit the first place player, like you said, but chain reactioned into the second one, with like a little like lightning bolt, so that it kind of messed up the entire top three.
I'm totally for it, and I don't know why, but I just had another really sadistic item idea. Bubblegum,
Fantastic.
yeah, bubblegum. So.
Oh, I like that. I like.
Right?
I don't know where it's
If
going,
you,
but I
if you-
like it.
If you throw it either in front of you or behind you,
Okay.
it creates a bubblegum layer, and if a player goes through it, they stick for 3 seconds.
I like this.
Stick to what?
The ground.
Bubblegum.
They don't
Oh,
move.
for
It's
3
bubble-
seconds?
For 3
3 seconds is a long
Oh my-
time, though.
Okay, 2 seconds.
1.7.
Okay, 1.7?
Yeah.
Where's the 7 coming
I
in?
feel like even a 1.7 is too
Okay, how about 1
I
second?
was gonna say 1.5.
Flat 1
But
second.
I felt like that was too short.
No, I feel like that's a good.
Okay.
amount.
I'm
'Cause I
okay.
feel
I'm
like-
okay with all this.
I don't know the timer on blue shells, but when someone gets hit with like blue
We should
shells,
make a
probably
video
like couple
game, and we're
seconds.
just gonna call it Sadistic Simulator 2018. It'll be a Mario Kart Battle Royale that has all these items, and it'll be
Okay.
like Fortnite and Mario Kart put together.
I like where you're going, but I feel like that's just going to dovetail this conversation again, and I do want to get back to talking about the players. One of the players to watch this week is actually Sir9, who snagged his first victory 2 weeks ago. So how do you guys think he's going to do this week?
If I had to make a suggestion, because again, I wasn't here last week, and I think because I wasn't here last week, that's
see
why
the
he
onesies.
didn't get the chance to win, and I did see the onesies. We'll talk about those definitely
there's
shortly.
onesies too?
I think because of the fact that I'm here, and Sir9 and I have this beautiful relationship of trash talking other people sometimes, but we still love everybody.
Sometimes.
I think he's definitely going to win tonight. I'm going to give all of my money to Sir9 tonight. There you go, the number one man. I got you.
Oh, that's a scary bet because he goes from either winning to crying and not getting in the final 10. So there's a crazy, close race between those. You're seeing Sir9 stats coming up on your screen. Well, not his stats, but his facts about him. He's 28 years old. The gamer tag is going to be 39. Curtis Tran is his full name. Experience playing Mario Kart since Super Famicom. I don't know what
That's
is.
the Super Nintendo, but Japanese version.
Oh, that's cool. All right.
got you, man.
Nemesis, the awesome Michael. I like that there's a Nemesis. That makes it for an even better rival race. And I'm assuming both of them are going to get to the final 10 this week. So I'm looking forward to that being a thing now.
And another fun fact, he is actually I believe a 3 or 4 time veteran of American Ninja Warrior.
Who?
Sir9.
Shut the front door!
I'm dead serious, and I can say that I have been along with them because I've done it twice as well.
Wait.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
You're
Yeah.
sitting with some of the most legendary people.
Hold on,
Troy
I'm getting
knows
upset.
how to sing.
I'm
You don't
getting
know
upset.
that?
I haven't
How-
done anything.
How did you participate? How'd you get to participate?
I made a video. It's very sad.
It's on YouTube.
It's on
Look it up.
YouTube. You can look it up. It's there. I'm not even joking. I'm lifting rocks. It's crazy. But I actually did American Ninja Warrior. I also did the voice, but you didn't know that either.
I need to make a video. Go on American Ninja Warrior. Oh, that's the coolest thing that you've said about Sir9 yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Although I did like the fact that his nemesis was Awesome Michael, who is our victor from last week. How do you think they're going to stack up against each
What do you
other?
think, Troy?
Well, I feel like Awesome Michael has a momentum obviously going into this week. Already winning from last week. And the week Sir9 won, he was practicing a strategy. Last week it didn't seem like the strategy paid off. Or I don't know if he's done anything different since he said that he's had a new strategy or whatever it might be. But I feel like Awesome Michael has the edge going into this week. But we'll see if Sir9 is able to do it. Obviously, we had some really, really close races in the week he did win, but just like edged them out every now and then. So I'm really looking forward to seeing if he's able to do that again this week.
Well, the week that he did test out the new strategy was the week that he finally won for the first time. So whatever strategy did work, it obviously worked well, but that's the thing about Mario Kart. When you have a different player base, and you obviously talked about this yesterday with H1, when the player base continues to shift, you have to adjust your strategies accordingly. So if you're going to race one way one week, you have to change the way that you do another week. And maybe last week he tried the same strategies, and like you said, it just didn't work.
Absolutely, and we actually are going to be able to get into the games right now and see if any of those strategies are going to work for them this week. So the time has come. It's time to get Saturday Night Speedway started. Wheels up, y'all. Let's ride.
I was waiting for it.
We knew it was going to happen. Absolutely. Wheels up, y'all. Let's ride. Can we just trademark that and just give it to her? And every time somebody says it, she gets a sugar-free Red Bull.
Yes.
I'm totally down for that.
That is actually probably one of the better suggestions.
That's a dangerous idea. You'd be like the
still
new
don't think that's a
Aurora.
good
Like
idea.
you would literally be just chugging Red Bulls in the middle of the stage. Let's go right into the action right now. Looks like they're already going onto the fields, and we're going to start Saturday Night Speedway tonight. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm excited. This going into the first map, it is just obviously that 8-figure on the map, so it's going to be a pretty close race for a lot of these guys. Going to be on, I believe this is Mushroom Speedway. If I'm no, this is the Thunder.
I'm sure Twitch chat, twitch.tv/eSports Arena Vegas. They'll give us the
let me
name.
know for
All
sure.
I know, this is Toad's Turnpike.
Toad's Turnpike.
This
This
is
There we
Toad's
go.
Turnpike.
Yes.
This is the
This
one
one.
everybody wishes burst out in a blaze of fire
I
because
love
nobody.
this one because it's an OG one.
It is such an OG one. Again, it was the first one to be released from the Nintendo 64, and it's just like exactly what you're seeing right now. It is nothing but torture because and this is the only track, by the way, where the item boxes move with you. So you have to be very careful to adjust how you're going to be driving your cart, either on the walls or inside of the tracks as well. And you got to be careful of all those cars. I swear the cars are like just homing beacons for people.
Yeah, even though they're pretty much, I wouldn't say standing still, but they're like, slowly moving in the same place. Somehow people just keep constantly running into
because
them.
they cluster. They get too close
That's
to
true.
each other, and then you have
You're like in-
limited space for maneuverability, and it gets really risky.
You're like in New York traffic at that point.
Exactly, which is
because
actually
they're-
terrifying if you've ever driven.
I haven't. I'm not
it's
ever going
absolutely
to.
terrifying.
I'm just going to not do that. But we do have Kyret coming in 3rd place as of right now. We have a Luigi player coming in first so far. Have not seen that ever before. I think that's the first time we've seen a Luigi really get in that first place. We are obviously seeing Marshall in 2nd place with that Koopa now. So it's cool to see that a lot of these guys have their own quote-unquote character that we've really seen them week by week. So obviously we see Kyret, he's talking about the Blue Yoshi. We already know Marshall's a very big fan of the Koopa, and he's been doing very well with the Koopa setup as well. But this we have 2 Luigis this race, and we also have a different kind of weight classes in Mario Kart. We have the heavyweight, the lightweight, and the middleweight class. So there's a lot of different kind of strategy going into it. A lot of people don't really realize that. There's also some coins in the bottom left of your screen. Once they get to those 10 coins, they do give that 2.5% speed boost moving forward. So we're going to be seeing the top 3 are very close actually, but it looks like 4th through 9th are in another close battle there. Seems like 1st to 3rd has that pretty locked down at this point though.
Absolutely, and if you take a look at the field on the mini-map here on the right side of your screen, you're going to notice that it's exactly like you said. It's either they're going to be very far up front, winning the races the way that they probably should, and I believe Kyret was the one that did walk away with a victory for race number 1 here. But if you took a look, the rest of the pack was 5, 6, 7 seconds behind, and they were all clustered together. That's something you're going to continue to see on the stage, is that when you're in the middle of a battle with everybody else on stage, you're really locked into a battle, and especially in the final laps. Remember, when we look at the final 10, they're always together, and even if somebody falls behind, they're always within maybe 1 to 2 seconds. So a 5 to 7 second difference between like a 3rd and 4th place player, that's big. That's a massive time difference.
Yeah, that's really true, and it's hard to try and gain that time back up. Obviously, seeing a 0 on your screen, always coming in every week with the onesies, so always looking forward to seeing those every week, and it's just really cool.
It looks so comfortable.
We keep talking about onesies, but I mean, I would give up a onesie for the opportunity to go play on stage with them, absolutely. And they're laughing at us because, onesies are comfortable, man. We really want that, and we're gonna go right over to Rainbow Road.
I have some maps to look out for throughout the entire course of the night. Rainbow Road is on the very bottom of my list, but I'm always looking forward to it. And what I put in quotes beside it was friendships, because friendships are broken. This is everything.
You're not wrong.
Everything goes down, and it's just where a lot of people start hitting each other.
This is the monopoly of
Absolutely.
Mario
Oh,
Kart.
100%. It's been that way since Super Nintendo, absolutely. And by the way, if we are looking over at Twitch chat, we have Upward, who is saying everything from the Ninja Warrior videos are cringe. I believe he's talking about me, and he's also saying that he should have pulled up tonight. Well, registration is still open. We actually have slots in the qualifiers. So, Upward, I challenge you, get down here.
Oh man.
Every week.
That you cannot shy away from that Upward. Once it's out in the universe, you have to accept the challenge.
100%. And what do you believe about this this comment given by Blood Craven chat? This is basically Fortnite with cars.
Ooh, no. Okay, no. It is when you do the battle arena mode.
Which I would love to
Then it
see on the
totally
stage,
is.
by the way.
100%, it totally is.
Upward says he's going to take a hard pass. I would love to see the battle royale versions of Mario Kart on the stage with the balloons on the back of the carts. That would be so awesome.
I feel like we were talking about just having that be kind of like a fun mode at any point, and just seeing a lot of these players just kind of do that and get all that stress off their mind, playing all these races. And now you're seeing, unfortunately, a Luigi player can't get a hold of it. Rainbow Road is a very, very difficult map, probably one of the most difficult maps in a Mario Kart existence because of all the turns and the sharpness. You really have to be precise with your drifts and your turning. So if you're not able to do that, it's going to be obviously very, very difficult. You're seeing that Bowsette on your screen, full screen, seeing that coming in.
It's just because the cosplay is so important.
I was
It's
going to ask
wonderful.
if we knew how she was doing because I'm very interested in this.
I have no idea.
I'm also very interested to see that we also have Springs in Twitch chat who's saying that we didn't even know some senpai, we did notice you. Absolutely. And tell Troy we love you. Troy, everybody loves you, man. They love you more than us.
Wow.
Very big. That's going to be a yikes for me, dog.
No, I think they just have their priorities straight. But we're going into the last lap here, and now you see Marshall, this is Jotaro on your screen actually in second place, dropping down to third though. Going to be trying to maneuver his way back up into that first place spot. Marshall looking like he has a very solid lead and moving forward, and will probably easily secure that. This is the top three I'm more than likely looking to see every race for this qualifier. You have Marshall in first, Kyra in second, and Jotaro in third. I feel like this is probably the constant three you're going to be seeing. Now you're seeing Marshall end up taking that first place, seeing Kyra take that second, and barely finishing in third, Jotaro right there. So nice finishes from all these guys that we've normally been expecting. Marshall coming back at it again, trying to do his best this week. Had a little bit of a break last week, but he's really trying to make the best of it this week.
Always a wonderful thing to see. Oh, I want to talk about the star physics. One of the things that we've always seen some of the players use is the star on stage, but we never really talk about what it actually does. It's going to give you that increase in speed, but another thing that it does is it extremely helps you with giving the ability to smart steer and accelerate you a lot faster.
Does it?
It really does, because you really at that point don't have to drift, which is one of the biggest things you can ever do inside of these competitions at any time. Because drifting allows you to really control your character to the best of your ability. You take turns, you can blast through because you do get a drift advantage. But the star basically negates that for you. It keeps you going, and you can just turn through the corners with extreme ease. So stars are a very great asset to use if used correctly.
Does it make you invincible?
It does make you invincible for a brief moment of time.
Did you also put lemon in our waters?
I did.
It is fantastic.
It isn't
That
wonderful?
is actually so good.
It keeps the casting voice very, very clean, so we'd be able to cast eSports Arena here in Las Vegas. We are just having a wonderful
just a
time.
Professional.
I've never even like known that was a thing until Jake was like, yeah, here's lemon in your water, and I was like, lemon in my water?
It actually helps, and we have Voob de Jour in chat saying, go Mad Buns. Mad Buns is also here as well, and I believe Mad Buns is in this qualifier as well. Yes, and so we have some people rooting for Mad Buns. Not a name I've never heard before.
Yep.
I don't believe it was here last week.
I wasn't here last week though.
Yeah, I don't think he was here.
Yeah,
I think I'd probably remember that.
You would definitely remember if I was here last week too. So.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
We're going into this race number 3 here, going about halfway through now. Seeing this player on your screen is going to be playing that Mario, one of the more, I wouldn't say average characters, but the middleweight characters, and generally just overall decent in everything, whether it's traction, speed, gliding, all that. It's going to be average in that case. Now you have Kyra on your screen in that first place spot with the blue Yoshi, has a green shell, has a defensive power up, and is looking to move this one forward. And slowly inch his way into that first place spot. You're seeing him shortly behind him, of course, is going to be Marshall. And see if he's able to take that spot from him. I was totally expecting a close race from Kyra and Marshall, though, moving forward into this one, so they do not disappoint.
It really
is.
is.
Oh, we have a Crazy 8, by the way.
Oh, wow, we do have a Crazy 8. That's a very rare item. You only have a 1% chance to really grab this item at any time, and you have full control over these items. Whatever's in front of you is what you're going to use. To see a Crazy 8 on stage the way that it is right now is incredibly rare. And for those people that have never seen Crazy 8, you get 8 items all around you, and the item in front is the one that you are going to end up using. So it is a beautiful, beautiful item to use in the event that you are far behind. Again, very rare, and to see it here on stage now, apparently week after week. I believe it was, what, 3 weeks we didn't have it.
Yeah, 3 weeks, and then we had it like 3 times in a qualifier, and then now we have it already starting in the third
We got
race.
it once last week, too.
Did we?
Yeah.
I think, yeah, it was one time, but 2 weeks ago it was like an abundance of them for some reason. But this week, we're seeing it for the first time already in qualifier number 1. Unfortunately, dropping down a little bit right there. Going to see him falling down. Every time I see Donkey Kong, I think of Zizix because of last week. Every time, you guys didn't find this out, but every time Donkey Kong jumps off of like a little ledge, he dabs backwards.
Yes.
And that's why, I'm pretty sure that's why Zizix plays Donkey Kong in any case.
They're even talking about that in chat. They're literally saying, where is Zizix in the sick glasses and the dabs? So they're obviously no stranger to knowing that Donkey Kong is obviously the coolest character you can use, but not the most balanced. If you know how to use them, it's a great thing, but there are some characters that I guess in a way are too OP, please no. So that's just something we're going to end up finding out while these players continue to do their thing. But we have all of our players finishing up here right now, and another quick lightning to finish us off.
Looks like Kyrat was able to take that first place out again. So Kyrat and Marshall are looking to be the top 2 so far in this qualifier moving forward. We do have a different second place finisher, it looks like, normally than Marshall right there. So interested to see exactly who that might have been. See if there's going to be a challenge for the rest of these players. Obviously have some really solid players in this bracket so far. You have Kyret, Marshall. You do have the likes of Jotaro Okaga. So we have 2 ranked players in this qualifier. And I make that sound kind of like a scary thing. But ranked players is just their overall. They've been placing really well, so they get like an overall arena ranking because of how many times they've been here. So that's why it's not to scare anybody, but there's Zizix on your screen looking over slightly to that. Oh, and the
dabs come out. I am loving those glasses right now. I really want a pair of those, and I did see that he had the word Twitter on them. Yeah, I saw them.
And you missed the uwu because he had
Did I miss uwu? Is there really an uwu?
Oh, wait for it.
I'm loving this. I'm loving these. There it is. I am just in love with those glasses. I will definitely meet you after we're done casting tonight so I can buy them off of you in some way. Or let me know. Call me, bro. Absolutely.
This is getting weird. We're going into race number 4 here now.
There's nothing normal about casting a wonderful bit of Mario Kart. And we're over at Baby Park.
I was just about to talk about this. Is another one of my maps to look out for because it's one of the very, very unique maps in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It is a 7-lap race instead of the normal 3, but it's so short. It's just going to be that one little lap around, and this is going to be where a lot of action comes in. And the top 3, it's really hard to maintain a top 3 spot in a map like this because of how much action there's going on and random green shells, and every bomb and every blue shell will pretty much affect more than one person in this kind of map setting. So it's really close action. That's why it's on my map to look out for, and I'm happy to see it going on so early. We already have 2 of the maps of the 4 I wrote down so far in qualifier number 1.
And speaking of it, we're already 4 of 7 laps already completed in just about 30 seconds. That's how quick Baby Park really is. I love this map so much just because it's a non-stop right turn, let's go! And it's just, there's so much action, and any item that you place can either be your greatest asset or your worst enemy. So you gotta be very, very careful about what you do here. Defensive items are really the biggest thing that you can do here inside of Baby Park.
Yep, and now you have Jotaro Okaga on your screen trying to get himself into a decent spot. Going to try and get himself over to that second place spot, which he does. Now going into the 7th lap here. Going to be the very last lap. It looks like Marshall ends up getting hit and knocked down all the way to 3rd place now. Jotaro also getting down to 5th. Now you're seeing Marshall drop all the way down to that 4th place spot. Kyret in 5th. And the 2 Luigis actually taking that 1st and 2nd place spot this round.
Wow.
Crazy finish at the end. Exactly what I was talking about. Everything is going to mix up at the very end of that.
It looks like Kyret dropped all the way down to 5th place, but still in the lead only by 3 points now. He was actually having a lead of about 4 points, so he did unfortunately lose a little bit of his advantage over the 2nd place player, but anything is definitely possible. We have a couple more races left here in qualifier number 1. I am in love with the Bowsette right now. That is just a wonderful thing to see.
I'm always impressed when people have both the talent to create it in general, but just to create it in such a short amount of time as well. Like, this is a brand new internet thing, and she already has a full cosplay. Like, done. That would have taken me weeks to do.
Months.
5 minutes for me, because I would be using...
Oh, is that... No, it's because he's going to paper mache everything.
Exactly.
Oh,
newspaper. I'd be using newspaper, paper mache, toilet paper tubes. You know, that's the whole works. That's exactly what... No, this has just been a wonderful thing right now, and the smiles are coming out. By the way, I know you had pointed this out in Twitch chat. Apparently, Mad Buns is Veuve de Jour's sister.
Yes. So
yeah, gaming talent runs in the family.
It really does. And just, again, inviting all those people, making things happen. Now we're going to go over Twisted Match, and another map you would want to talk about.
Yeah, so I actually wrote this. This is the 3 of my 4 maps already.
At least they're not being vaulted conversations this time.
Oh, it took me an hour and a half to talk about vaulted items in Fortnite. But we're already on the 3rd map that I wanted to talk about, and this map is really important because there's different paths you can take. And obviously we've talked about it before, but there's like different shortcuts. There's left and right paths like this. There's an up and down path. Every single kind of path in this map will actually get you a little bit more speed. So obviously, see right here is where you choose the up or down path. Up path is always going to be better in that case because you do keep your speed momentum moving forward.
And we are going to be moving over back in here towards lap number 2. And in lap number 2, as soon as you get here back into the castle, you immediately want to take the left portion. The left portion is going to allow you the opportunity to get that special secret here in what's called the library. And you're not only going to, right here, just about there, that's the library secret that's going to save you 2.5 seconds. And that is extremely vital if you're looking to save positions. Not many people use that because a lot of people don't know that's that advantageous.
Yeah, especially moving out throughout the entire course. And you're seeing the coins drop, the lightning hitting. So these players are going to be losing their items right there. Trying to get their momentum back moving forward. You're seeing that Luigi player in 1st place again. Dry Bones coming in 2nd. And shortly behind is Kyret and Marshall, of course, trying to get their spots back. Going into lap number 2, you're seeing a blue shell on your screen now. So that is going to be a vital key to switch up these players. Luigi's going to get hit by that one. See him mix that up a little bit, and Marshall getting hit by something as well. So it's going to be a tough race, and he getting hit again by a red shell. Marshall dropping down even farther one of the closest races we've seen so far, though. A lot of these players are pretty close to each other in the standing here.
And the pack holding on very well. Like I talked about in the final 10, we're seeing it right now. The pack is well within maybe 2 to 3 seconds instead of 5 to 7. This is extremely important. Any item that you use will make or break your entire placement, especially leading into lap number 3. So if you're going to be holding on to anything right now, you absolutely want to hold on to, like we see right now, a defensive item. And we keep talking about what a defensive item is. Troy, do you want to explain for the people that have never known Mario Kart to be what is considered esports, what is a defensive item?
So a defensive item is like a green shell or a banana, or pretty much any kind of shell like the red shell. You can use all of these and put them behind you without throwing them. And this will block any incoming red shells, anything like a green shell, anything that's incoming towards you to try and, impend your doom, try and mess you up a little bit on the racetrack. You're seeing Kyret take that first place finish again. Very nicely done from him. But yeah, defensive items are just a key point throughout the entire race, more than likely. You're going to be seeing a lot of these players going to just be having that shell behind them throughout the races, just to make sure they don't get hit by anything on their way over. Obviously, it only gets to stop one red shell or one green shell, so as soon as you get hit, you lose the item. But it is really solid moving forward to play more defensively than it would be to play offensively.
Yeah, and it only works against those items that are going to be coming against the back of your cart. It does not work against a blue shell, so you have to be very careful if you're going to be holding on to defensive items. You are using it properly. It looks like our production crew having a great time with the smokes, so that's really awesome to see that we have all that smoke leaning down, trying to get it a lot more competitive. You know, when there's smoke in the stadium, it's always just so hyped up, and we have a lot of people in the crowd right now. There we go. All the people. I love the Mario shirts that we're continuing to see. We also had Kyret. We have right here, I believe that is Michael, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And then we have our boy with the uwu glasses. I'm just loving them tremendously right now.
You can see that from a mile
amazing.
away.
You really could. Just wonderful things.
Going into the final race now, this is going to be Bowser's Castle here. So we're going to be seeing all these players that are trying to get their final spot secured. Moving forward out of the rest of qualifier number 1. Obviously, the final 2 will finish this race and will be able to take that final 10 spot. Moving forward, we'll see just how much that might switch up. Now on Dry Bones on your screen, going to get that mushroom to get himself into that 3rd place spot. Going to be a very close race as of right now. Going to be seeing the next batch of items here. Going to be probably mixing the wave pool up and see if anyone's going to be pushed out of their spots. Just some solid racing so far out of everyone though. Seems like Kyret and Marshall have been pretty consistent throughout these races so far and are looking to try and get themselves into a better spot moving forward. Now seeing the Dry Bones on your screen trying to get himself into an even better spot. Almost onto lap number 2 now. You're seeing it mix up a little bit, but as of right now, you have Kyret and Marshall leading the charge as we've normally seen.
Yeah, and one of the things to take note here is we are going back to a map that we are returning to. So that's the level of randomness that you're going to be able to see right now, because none of these players have the ability to choose any of those maps at this point. Everybody has to choose random, and at that point, the game chooses for you. So you might end up having 1 or 2, and we just now see a player unfortunately fall, and that's going to be very disadvantageous because right now you're going to fall in the 10th place here. But we see the maps might be returning here in the same qualifiers. That's just because you have no control at that point. So you have to be able to adjust completely with whatever cart or whatever player that you're going to be using. Even though you have no idea what map you're going to go onto, you have to find what works best for you.
Yeah, and it is Grumble Volcano, not Bowser's Castle, like I said. So thanks for that correction, Twitch chat. Everything just is on fire, and it looks like
it's because we're so hyped up. Anything that's on fire, you immediately think Bowser. That's just what it works.
Immediately. But
have you ever played Super Mario RPG?
No.
And you've never played Super Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo? That is your homework for today. Download it or whatever you need to do. Go buy it, make it your friend. You can get it if you have the SNES Mini. Go get that as well. And it is.
I have a real SNES that's still functioning.
Okay, go buy it.
It's
a $60 cartridge though, so good luck with that. But it is the greatest game in the history of Super Nintendo outside of obviously Mario Kart. And this volcano reminds me explicitly of that. It's Barrel Volcano. You wouldn't know unless you played, so unfortunately that's exactly what it is.
Just like Gex the Gecko.
Yes.
No one understands.
And Spiral the Dragon, but we never saw that in Friday Fortnite either.
The question is taste games, honestly.
At least you know what Spyro was.
Yeah,
that's
of course.
important.
That's because I have it downloading. I'm getting the HD remaster right now, but we are going to be finishing up here at lap number 3. Looks like we have Kyret unfortunately falls at the very end, and our Luigi player falls as well. And the leading it just changes here at lap number 3. And this player, I don't even know if he knows how to drift right now. That's a very unfortunate thing.
Aaron Boy not turning into the Aaron Man after this race, and unfortunately going down in that 9th place spot. Moving forward,
Jordan, we're so sorry.
Yeah, he's going to get that 9th place spot, and that is going to be an unfortunate placement for him. Looks like Marshall ended up taking that one down. Actually, the Luigi player somehow managed to get himself back up with that red shell at the very end. So Luigi just squeezing by at the very end. You have, it looks like Kyret in 3rd place, maybe Marshall coming in that 2nd place spot. He's excited. Obviously, was not expecting a red shell.
Pac-Man shirt.
I am loving it right now. Okay, which is your favorite Pac-Man Ghost character? Never mind. We'll figure it out right now. We're gonna keep on looking over the stands. We see some awesome things going on here inside of the arena right now, and they're screaming something at us. We have no idea what they're saying. We're sorry, but we're still putting up everything. We love you,
brother.
Right now.
I think brother.
I think that's exactly what they said, brother. And then they're doing the shark doo-doo-doo dance right now in the middle of the stands. So that's
her
we're
brother's
definitely
winning. Did she say her brother?
I think that's what. I think that's what.
Oh,
okay, there we go. You are so good at being able to.
There we go.
Yes, that is so wonderful. Let's take a look at the replays here from qualifier number 1. See everything that has been going on. I love Toad's Turnpike, and I have a love-hate relationship. I just love to hate it.
Wait, what?
Never mind.
I got where you're going with that.
I'm so glad. Thank you so much for that. And the Rainbow Road, it's amazing. 3 of the 4 maps that you said you wanted to watch immediately came out of qualifier number 1.
That's crazy. I was not expecting. I was just like slowly gonna, touch on them throughout the entire night and throughout the 4 qualifiers and the wild card because I just wanted to touch on them every time they came up. But 3 out of the 6 races were of 3 of the 4 maps that I wrote down. So obviously a lot to talk about. Baby Parks is a really cool map, just a really quick map in general with that, even though it has 4 more laps, just an extremely fast race. And obviously you saw Grumble Volcano on your screen. I think it was 2 of the races of the 6 was on this one. So you see Marshall getting hit by Blue Shell every now and then, just barely squeezing it by as a Luigi player right there with that red shell at the end as well. So just some very quality races. You're now seeing the leaderboard for qualifier number 1 coming on your screen. Kyret and Marshall taking those top 2 spots as we kind of projected. And going forward, Jotaro getting himself 35 points is not bad. Me Gamer though barely missing out in that top 2 spot by 3 points. Sonic Bot, Aaron Boy, Zumkin, Imperius Max, Tenchi, who I believe was the Bowsette, and then Mad Buns, unfortunately, coming in that 10th place spot.
Anything is definitely possible here. We're going to be moving into Qualifier 2 very shortly, but a lot of great things going on for Qualifier number 1. And again, a lot of those players, that might be the first time that they've ever played Mario Kart, and it's just still fun either way.
It's one of those games that you can't really not have fun playing, even if you
like
get
Mario
upset.
Party.
It's great. It really is.
That's not true.
Oh, okay.
Do you not have fun playing Mario Party?
I love Mario Party.
There's certain times.
I love Mario Party.
Like same with Mario Kart. If like Rainbow Road comes up and your friend like hits you off, you're like, I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna escort myself out. I don't want to be in this game anymore. And same thing with Mario Party. I feel like there's certain times, when they like steal your stars or whatever it might be.
See, you need
some
non-tryhard
I have mean friends. Yeah,
that's what you need.
Everyone's really competitive in
Mario. It's like Monopoly. It's just somebody is gonna walk away a winner and a loser, and then the friendship goes with it. That's just exactly how it is.
And generally, I usually win. So. Yeah.
Oh, you bragging?
Yeah, no.
He's bragging.
I would never.
So, but you've said that you're the best, and now you said you're.
Oh, 100%. Mario Kart,
so
100%. I would stomp the floor of every single person here right now.
Okay.
100%.
I can beat him.
Yeah. Okay.
No practice.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't
Okay.
need it.
No practice. Okay. Cool. All right,
actually, incredibly exciting. We have Jordan down on the floor with the Bowsette.
Oh, let's go.
So I
want to see this right
Let's
now.
go check in with
Let's
her.
go.
Hey guys! So I'm down here on stage with one of our players, Tenchi, aka Bowsette, today. So she was just telling me that she made this whole costume herself. How long did it take you to make this?
I started Tuesday morning at 2 a.m. and I haven't slept since.
Oh my god. And so this is just amazing. What made you want to dress up today?
I just had a feeling I should. I see a lot of friends out here and they're like, hey, you should do a Bowsette. I'm like, okay, challenge accepted.
Well, thank you so much. You're so much fun, and we see you here every week. You're great. I love your sunglasses. She was posing for some pictures with me. This girl is a fun time. Do you think that your outfit is going to help you today?
Let's hope.
I'm hoping.
Yes.
All right, guys. So here we are. We're having a good time. Esports Arena. We do fun stuff. Back to you guys.